and oh, there you are. Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be coloring my hair. Yay! So I color my hair very frequently. Sorry, I don't know where to look. I am recording on my camera today, which is actually something very different than what I normally do. I typically record on my phone. But I wanted to try something new, and I'm coloring my hair, so to be honest, I'd really like to have my phone for entertainment. I'm actually watching, shout out to Gabby Apples on Twitch. She is my newest favorite Twitch streamer. She streams The Sims 4, which is my absolute favorite game. So I am watching it, and this video will probably be on, oh shoot, my battery's dying. Okay, so this is what I got. I got 2 boxes. My hair is pretty thick, so I typically need 2, but if I only do need 1, then I'll have an extra to redo my hair in the future. And I also just read through the directions and all that, and it says to not mix this product with developer. When I went to Sally's, and by the way, whenever you ask for advice from Sally's, always take it kind of with a grain of salt. Thankfully, I do a lot of research on YouTube and online, and I read the boxes. She suggested to mix it with 10 developer, and I don't have 10 developer. I didn't want to buy 10 developer. I already have 30. I was about to mix it with some hair conditioner until I read this, and it says do not mix it with peroxide. And for those of you who don't know, developer has peroxide in it. If you read the ingredients, I think it's like the first thing here. Let me see. Water, hydrogen peroxide. So please, even if you ask advice from people, do your research, read the boxes. Okay. I had a little bit of blue left in my hair when I dyed it red, so it makes sense that it went to like a purpley pink color. And yeah, so I wanted it a little bit more orange, so I went ahead and just picked up a blood orange color. The reason why I wanted to do this was last year for my birthday, for my 29th birthday, I got this gorgeous long gingery colored wig, and I loved it. And this year for my 30th birthday, I thought it would be fun if I actually had my hair that color. It's not going to be the same light gingery color, but it's going to be still a nice red orange, which I'm currently obsessed with, and I'm really excited. So I have my hair dyeing shirt. You could see the red from the last time. This is just the old shirt I have. I used to be obsessed with Betty Boop. Boo. Anyways, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Let's get started. We need gloves. Okay, I only have 1 glove left, so I'm going to try my very best to keep this as clean as possible. And also, I'm going to be switching over to voiceover because I'm currently watching my favorite Twitch streamer, Gabby Apples.
I was like crying. I was choking so bad. Everybody was staring at me. I mean, everybody. And everybody was trying to have this like...
Okay, so I love watching Gabby Apples on Twitch, and I'm going to be having her on.
Oh, yeah, I was so embarrassed.
Yeah, can you just... Girl, I love you, but just for a second. Thank you. So it's going to be, I'm going to end up doing a voiceover if I need to add any other information, just because I'm going to be watching her, and I really like watching her. I like being involved in her community and all that. So shout out to Gabby Apples if anybody likes watching The Sims 4 and is on Twitch, or maybe would like to join Twitch. Go watch her. Go watch her. Go ahead and grab yourself some hair ties and hair clips. That way you can separate your hair into multiple sections. So a tip that I look crazy. Okay, anyways, a really good tip that I have for you guys. A lot of people suggest that you have mirrors, and I think this is what people normally... Hey, stop it. I think this is what people normally think of when they're like, oh, I'm going to grab a mirror so I can see the back of my head. The only problem is when you're coloring your hair, you really need 2 hands. So you would be doing a little bit of this, putting the dye, setting down the dye product, and then working it through your hair. And doing that over and over and over and over and over again for the entire back of your head is honestly really annoying. Stop! Here, you go out. Go. Go, my love. Go. Thank you. My suggestion to you would be to use one of these mirrors. When you're using something like this, it's easier for you to see in the back without having to hold up a mirror. Here we go. Here we go. One more time. Everybody's feeling fine. Gabby, I'm singing. Here we go now. Yes, yes, here we go. Catalina's got the show. Put your hands to the beat. We got everyone in sync. Here we go now. Okay. All right, Gabby, let's hear you again.
So once you have your hair in sections, you're going to want to start distributing the dye to your hair. You want to really make sure that you're saturating all of your hair. If you apply the dye to like a thick or like a big clump of hair, the ones that are in the middle of that clump might not even touch the dye and won't get the color deposited. Or it might get it to like the bottom of that hair piece and not the top, and you're going to end up with all these like really splotchy leopard looking hair dyed patches. I don't really know how I want to explain myself, but basically you want to make sure that every piece is saturated. So you're going to see me massaging the dye in my hair. Now, the comb, I actually would not suggest for people to do. It is not great for your hair. It is damaging, especially because you have product in it. It's kind of pulling at your hair and maybe even possibly breaking it, especially when it's compromised with bleach and all the hair coloring products. It can make your hair weaker, and yeah, so combing is not exactly ideal to help distribute the product in your hair, but I did realize that I was going to run out of the dye, and this was helping me to like comb out the extra dye and put it back on to other places that it needed to be. Now, when I am coloring my hair a completely different color, or I'm working on just bleached hair, I am a lot more careful with making sure that I get every single piece and making sure that it's even and all that. But as of now, I'm dyeing it on already red hair, so it's not really that big of a deal for me to kind of like mess up a little bit here and there, although I did make sure that all my head had, or all the hairs on my head had the dye on it. But yeah, so if you are dyeing it a different color, you want to be a lot more careful and precise with making sure that you're getting it on every piece of hair. Otherwise, it's going to be completely noticeable that you missed a spot. It also helps if you wait at least a day to dye your hair after you wash it. It's not impossible to color your hair if it's washed. It just doesn't stick as well to freshly washed hair. Also, yes, I did notice the hole in my shirt. I'm about to notice it in the video. I'm honestly mortified about it, and I'm just totally embarrassed, and I'm going to sew that up as soon as it comes out of the wash, because I'm not ready to say goodbye to this shirt yet. And on that note, can we also extend your sympathy towards not judging me for that mirror and the way my neck looks right now, because cringe.
Yes, you should, absolutely. We are all here for this, and we are all encouraging you. Actually, I'd like to go back today because I have a deadline on Friday. Oh my gosh, Marilyn. Thank you all so much.
Maybe you can just pretend you didn't see it, and we'll all be good. Also, be prepared that your arms are going to be super tired, especially if you have longer hair, because it's just more hair for you to have to lift your arms up to go through. Alright, so we're at the front of the hair, which is my favorite because it's so much easier than doing the back. What you're going to want to do, or what you'll see me doing, is I'm working from the bottom hairs to the top so that I can lay my hair down as it's getting colored instead of having to push them forward to the top of my head.
Hello, and Tara. Thank you so much.
And yes, I did pick up the dye off the floor and put in my hair because no product must be left behind, especially when I was very, very close to not having enough. I think what also helped in making my hair come out pretty decent was the fact that I had a little bit of roots showing, and even though I did apply the dye to my roots, when you are adding when you are adding color to your dark hair, if you have dark hair, it's not going to lighten your hair. All it's going to do is basically tint your hair. So if you have dark brown hair, you're going to have dark brown hair with a red tint, which is nice because it makes my hair kind of look like it is not exactly ombre, but it looks like it's fading from a really dark red to the lighter red that you can see. As you guys can see here, I'm just using my hands with the glove to apply the product to my hair, also directly out from the tube. You can absolutely put it in a bowl and use a brush to apply this, but honestly for me it kind of just makes more steps to have to do and makes more things I have to wash. So if I am coloring somebody else's hair, then the bowl and brush absolutely does help, and it's totally worth having that extra thing to clean. But when I'm doing my own hair, I don't really find it to be as useful. I kind of get a little bit clumsy having to manage all these different things in my hands. So that's why I just do it directly like this. And plus, when I'm working with my hands and my fingers, well, with the gloves on, but I can work it through the hair to make sure that it's really saturating everything.
So,
Still recording? Okay, go.
So you're really going to want to make sure that you have all of your hair saturated. I know I said that earlier, but when you're towards the end and you've already done all of it, or you think you've done all of it, go through it all, make sure that it really is completely saturated. You're going to see me looking for any dry spots and adding whatever dye I could squeeze out of that tube to those places, and then massaging it through too to make sure that I really get the most out of the dye. Like I said before, in a perfect world I would have had 3 tubes, but honestly it worked out. It's fine. And man, that neck looks atrocious. Stop beeping at me. Oh, that's the microwave with my coffee. I had to reheat it. But anyways, yeah, and then you're also going to see me taking my glasses off so that I can even get in those places. If you wear glasses, there's little parts that are not going to get dye because your glasses are kind of covering it. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just making sure that I get all those places as well. Don't forget to get behind your ears. You don't want to miss anything back there, as well as the little baby hairs above your neck.
Gabby, I like The Sims, and I like matcha. I like matcha.
All right, if you have a shower cap, you can use that, but if you don't, use a grocery bag. Just make sure that you're using it with the colors that are on the bag on the outside, especially if you are using developer or bleach, because the color will transfer to your hair.
Okay, so I'm washing my hands right now, and I'm noticing that the color is coming off really fast. And typically when this happens, and I didn't put any lotion or anything on my hands prior, normally when it comes off really easily, the color doesn't last very well. So I am starting not to feel super hopeful. Anyways, right now I'm cleaning off all my stuff and my hands and throwing away the trash. Because I'm an adult and apparently I'm supposed to do that or something. I don't know. The faster that I get to cleaning it, the less likely it's going to actually stain the sink. I have a couple spots on here that are stained from previous dyes, and I guess I'm just trying to minimize how much is going to be here moving forward. Yeah, this is coming off super easily with the water, so I'm a little sad because that took a long time. Ooh, I have hair in my mouth. Yeah, so hopefully it comes out good. We'll see in a bit. I'm going to leave it for 30 minutes and then I'm going to take a shower, and I'm just going to go ahead and keep watching Gabby Apples and have some coffee, maybe make some matcha. Yeah, so I'll check back with you guys. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what it looks like wet, and then after I'm going to go ahead and dry it and maybe style it if I have enough time, and yeah, then we'll see what it looks like. Immediately after saying this, I forgot to show my hair. So here's a slow-mo video of me looking for the towel so you can see the hair. Then I went ahead and dried my hair, and I put my hair up in these pin curls by wrapping the hair around my finger and using a bobby pin to keep it in place.
Then I added some hairspray to my hair while the curls were up and used the hair dryer to kind of add some heat to it. I left it up like this while I was getting dressed and doing some things around the house. I ran my fingers through it, brushed it out, and voila! Then I went ahead and put on some light makeup. I used some light colored eyeshadow on the inners of my eyes. I did my eyebrows, eyeliner, some dark shadow underneath my eyes, and a little bit of contouring with an orangey shade, and then a maroon for like the defining the cheekbones, you know. Yeah, I don't wear that much makeup because honestly it kind of turns my face into a hot mess with acne and all that. So I've just been keeping it a little more simple with the makeup, and it's actually nice because it also saves me some money and it's less stuff that I need to hold on to in my house, which I love.
She's cute.
Thank you, Gabby. By the way, that was completely random that she said that, and it just lined up with me checking myself out in the mirror there. I topped off my look with some red lipstick.
You're gonna have to help me with that one.
I'm done. And honestly, I love it. I'm so happy. I'm like currently half into the splits just so I can stay in frame, but anyways, I love it. It's no longer like a pinky red. It is an orange red color, and that's exactly what I wanted. So I know it's not like the hugest difference from what it was before, but the reason why I didn't want the pink red color is because I don't wear a lot of pink. And I seriously love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. And I'm probably just going to stick to the Wella hair dye, even though I was a little skeptical if it was actually going to dye my hair or not, because like I said, it washed out really well off my sink. So there is a possibility that once I wash it again, it might come out more, and then we'll see the patchiness a little bit more. We'll see. For now, I'm happy. Let me show the back, but I will say that I did give myself more coverage in the back because I was kind of using it a little bit heavier than I did when we got towards the front, because I saw that the color was running out. So let's see. So this is the back. Also, I try to wipe off the red. Do I still have red on my neck? I can't see. But yeah. So you tell me, what do you guys think? Do you guys like it? Did you prefer it with the pink? Honestly, if you did, it really doesn't matter to me because I definitely wanted the orangey red color. Oh, by the way, if you guys could, like, go ahead and like the video, please. And subscribe to the channel so that you can see the next videos. I don't have a schedule at the moment, so subscribing and hitting the notification button is really the only way you're going to know when the next video comes out. Alright, bye!